Hello, hi guys. We're gonna do some tag mask makes. I did it for 15-minute Friday and it's super fun. So we're gonna just keep going. Stickers, paper, tags, stamps, glue, scissors. I think that's it. That's what we've got and that's what we need. So we're gonna jump right in. I did them one at a time for the 15-minute version, but I think I'm gonna go a little bit more assembly line. That's the word I'm looking for. So I'm gonna start off. I want to get some, seriously, I want to get some distressing on these to start. And the other one I use tea dye, and that works just fine. But for these, I think I'm going to go back to vintage photo. Where did this belong? With this. And is this in? We're going to get a new one because look at this thing's falling apart. We're just going to bite the bullet and get a new one. We did new black last time, so we're going to stick that guy on there. And let's start with some, should we start with some stamping? Is that going to stick? Does it need washed? It's going to stick. And I think it's totally fine to kind of mass do the, well, that's not working, to do these in mass. And it's okay if they look kind of similar because they're likely not even going to go to the same person. So it really doesn't matter a whole lot if they look similar. And we're just going to keep adding. I can't believe that this stamping actually hurts my ribs. It's crazy. And we're going to be doing more, so it's okay if it's not. Let's go with something different here. Let's go with this one. Maybe we'll get a little bit more interesting color. Oops. We don't have to do all of them in order. Stick some in the middle, some up there. Let's get a little more here. And a little more up there. And I'm not even caring where it goes at this point. We are just adding interest and some texture. Doesn't have to be perfect. Let's do just the big ones to start. How about coffee? I love the little splatter on the side of this coffee. That thing right there, I don't know why I love that so much, but I surely do. How about some dark speckles? And maybe we want to go for these. Maybe we want to go ground espresso. In just a few places. Kind of going in the same places, aren't I? that. Now let's go ahead and, oh my God, get out of my way. Let's see. How about a little bit of tea dye? I'm gonna go dark around the edges with scorched timber, I think. How about a little splattering with some tea dye? Knock back some of that white. It's still awful white. What if we just go like this? That makes a squeaky noise, but I like that better. See the difference there? We don't want bright white. We just want it to be a little older looking. I like that quite a bit more. Don't use stickers nearly enough. So I'm excited to get those out and play with them. We've got our fairy stickers that I haven't used yet, really. I think I used one on our pink journal cover. All right, let's go ahead, even though we'll have to probably re-ink. Is that black or is that scorched? I think that's black. This is scorched. Let's go ahead and put this in with our tea dye so we don't lose it. These domed ones fit really good underneath those littles. They just plop right in there. I love this deep brown. It's so pretty. Definitely my favorite for edging. Although vintage photos pretty fun as well. I think next time I buy a large distress, it's gonna be, I'm gonna see if I can find the vintage photo archival in a bigger pad. I think you can get a pack of, like a big one that has the four primary, like the main colors, not primary like red, yellow, blue, but it's got black and vintage photo and whatnot. But I'd rather just have a big single of vintage photo if I can find it. I'll have to be on the lookout for that. All right, so now we've got our bases ready to start collaging on. And what I did in the last one, and it worked out really well, was I did a 2-layer collage, one printed paper, one plain paper. Then we did stamps and stickers and a little bit of washi. And I actually really liked that composition. It's simple, but I really liked it. Cheers, coffee. So we might try that one again. I think we want some background script though. Let's do some background script. And let's do it in tea dye. We can be a little bit more oh, what am I trying to say? I don't know. I'm trying to say something but it's not coming out of my face. So here we are. So I think I'm gonna go a little bigger with this. Let's go that. It doesn't have to be straight. I'm okay with it either way. Just another little something in the background. There we go. And clearly it's not, forget it. I'm having issues this morning, guys. Oops, I smeared that one. Oh well. It's in the background. We'll have half of it covered anyway. Okay, now let's pick some papers. We've got, I pulled out some greens for our fairies. Oh, here it is. I was like, I had a whole wad of paper. Got some greens. I found these in the in my ethnic paper. Is that the right term for it? Ethnic? Cultural? I don't know. I don't know. If I'm saying the wrong term, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a insensitive jerk. That's so pretty. It doesn't really go with our, that is white. Got some white and gold. Isn't that a pretty rich color? Why do I have choices that are hard? Let's do the fairy one first. God, that's gorgeous. Okay, so here's a couple of different greens. About this one, let's see. If we take that sticker off, how much of the goodies is it gonna pull? Oh, all of it. All the gold, but that's okay because we could still have this part. So let's make our little collage. I think I want, do we want it at the bottom? Do we want it on the side? Let's do it on the side. I'm gonna get a relatively, whoops, straight edge here. And will this work to ink it? Just a little. Looks like that probably picked up a tiny bit of color, and that's okay. We don't need a whole lot. Let's get our glue page, and I think it's dry. It is. I need to get things out of my way so I can pay attention to what we're actually working on right this moment. Okay. Up. Pretty. It's almost like grass. I could have put it on the bottom and we could have had grass. Oh well, we've got this. And a little bit of sparkle because it's fairies. Maybe we just go to there. About that. That's got an interesting edge, but I don't want it quite that high. Straight-ish. Tiniest bit of, and we'll get more ink on the edges when we go around the edge again. Oops, I glued a piece of paper to my glue page. New glue page. Cool. Oh, it's so pretty. I like it a lot. Okay. Now, let's stamp a few numbers. Let's use our little guy. I can't remember if this is the dirty one. Where are you, spray? There you are. I found the best thing to use for your stamps when they're dirty is glasses cleaner. Gets them sticky right quick. Shall we stamp dark? Not that dark though. Let's go stamp ground espresso. Few little numbers. Put one there. How cute. I just can't. It's so great. Little numbers are so great. Get that guy. And we're going to put him here. The tinier the better. So cute. Sometimes we get some big ones. We need big ones sometimes. True, too. That's very true. What else do I have handy that I might want to use? Let's leave it at that for now, and let's pick our stickers. I got my pokey tool right here. What do we got? I seriously, just grabbed some, and I happened to grab two of the same. All right, so how about her down here and her flying up there? Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Where are, I know they're in here because I used them. Where are my tweezers? I try so hard, guys. I really try hard. Not really that hard, clearly. But I pretend that I try hard. Well, we're going like this. Over just a little, and we'll trim it at the bottom. And she still shows up good. Okay, let's put this one on. Right there, I think. Flying, pretty, pretty fairy. Okay. Let's go ahead and trim this on the bottom. Sometimes I forget how much stickers can really add, and I don't know how to say it, that would be accurate, but she's cute too. I think sometimes we overlook them as artists because it's somebody already designed it and it's not, you know, something brand new to us. But it's okay. It's okay to be inspired by other people's art, I think. And somebody designed these. The computer didn't just make them up, right? Somebody designed these, so I have no issue with using stickers. I don't think I do, but I don't know. Maybe there's a reason why I don't use them very often. Just because I'm being ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know. How about a little washi on the side and a little washi on the top? So I'm going to drag this right across. Oops, my glue. Get some extra sticky. And we're just gonna push that right down. And I think I want some across the top too. I went way overboard, I think. We want to leave a little space or right at? About right at. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's close this up for a sec. And let's trim this. I'll turn it over so I can see what we're doing here. We'll do toppers at the very end. So there's one down. Set her off to the side. I'll forget where it's at, I'm sure. Okay, next. I've got some random stickers and whatnot here. This is still the paper, obviously. I've got these, and where'd those other ones go? These came in a thrift thing. I think that's so cool. Got some neat travel ones. And these are so fun. Little tattoos. Let's do one of those. Those are fun. And so maybe we'll use a big one and a little one. And some of this orange and gold paper. Let's do the whole side. Yep. Let's do the whole side. I'm going to try to rip this relatively straight. And we'll decide if we want another piece. Yeah, how pretty is that? Oh boy. Now, what other piece of paper do we want to be there? Got a yellow. Nah. Let's see. Just taking a peek in my scraps. What about that guy? That might look cool. Let's go with that. And we'll have him underneath, maybe in the middle. It's not quite straight. Oh, there's the dogs. 1 second. Okay, dogs are, well, one of the dogs is inside. The other one, I'm sure, will be bothering us here very shortly. Set her to the side. Let's go here. And let's just do a little tear. inking. Go dark on these. That's gonna be cool. It almost looks like fire. Fire, fire. For any of you guys that are old like me. I don't know how many of you all enjoyed Beavis and Butthead back in the day, but I surely did. Okay. Yep. This is a little bit thicker, so let's pull out art glitter. For those of you that are newish to the paper crafting world, lots of different glues that you can choose. I used Eileen's tacky glue for a really long time, and then and you could use school glue, and this art glitter glue, it doesn't have glitter in it, that's the name of the company, is phenomenal. It dries clear, it dries fast, and when you use this, that isn't going anywhere. And you can use it for seemingly everything. You can use it for paper, you can use it for cardboard, you can use it for metal, you can use it for anything that you don't want to move. And you can get this glue on their website, Amazon. If you're lucky and have a scrapbook store close by, they might have it. You can't get it in the big box stores. There's Michael's, Hobby Lobby, they don't carry it. But it's worth waiting for it to arrive, I can tell you that. It is liquid, so on super thin paper, I prefer to use a glue stick so you don't see the, you know, sometimes with thin paper you can see the glue lines underneath. You can also, but I mean, you can use it, you just spread it around with your fingers. But when you set it down, you've got about a second of wiggle time, and that is it, because that stuff grabs. Eileen's works really good. It holds really well, but it does take a second to dry. So you do have to hold off. And you know how we are as crafters. We just want to keep on going. I'm going to wait to trim that till it dries a little bit. Now, do we want washi? Do we want a little strip of washi down here? Or oh, stamping, duh. Let's do some stamping while that dries. Will this be a good one to do a clock, perhaps? Let's do a little watch. Come on out, fellas. Sticky, sticky. Let's see. Let's do the big one. Might not be the best choice, but we're going to try it anyway. And let's see, what color? How dark do we want it? Let's go ground espresso. I want it to show up, but I don't want it to be dark, dark, dark. I'm gonna overlap these. Yes. Cool. cool. All right, numbers. Numbers. This guy. Why are we so obsessed with numbers? I don't know. They're just so fun. So cool. What about our teeny? What about our teeny little, oh, he ain't even straight. Our coordinates. Stick them on there. And I love how you can still see it on the bright orange. I don't ever use orange, but man, I'm liking it. Liking it a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. What else do we want? News. Why not? It could be newsworthy, whatever we're doing here. Yes. Thank you. How about this little advertisement? Stick that there. That's cool. I don't think I've used this one before. I like it. Let's stick another one down here. Very good. Okay. Now let's pick stickers. What do we want our theme to be? Dare to dream. Ooh, the fire heart. Do we have another? Okay, so there's the fire heart also there. Let's do the big fire heart. These are pretty sticky, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a little glue on the back just in case. Just in case. Do we want it down there or up here? We want it here. Now it might take a minute to a little time to dry because it's got that plastic coating, so it's not breathing through the front. And I think for our other little one, we want to put one down here. And I want the heart with the wings. He's gonna go right there. Oh, he's cute. Fun. Sometimes I get excited about silly things like this. All right, I think, oops, I guess we're folding that one over. Let's go ahead and trim this guy. It's dry enough that it shouldn't stick too bad to my scissors. And let's go ahead and ink around the edge again where we've covered some of it up. Totally different look from our fairies, but still super fun. All right, let's keep going. All of the fun. Next, what other stickers did I want to use that I pulled out? Should we do the 3D one? Let's do a 3D one. We don't ever do anything like that. These are not ones that I would ever pick up in a store, just because, where's the opening? Oh, this doesn't have the little flappy on it. Okay. I try not to buy stickers at the store because there's so many and I would be so overwhelmed. And they're not cheap, guys. I mean, let's be real. Stickers are expensive. I like to get my stickers on Temu, or sometimes they pop up in these little thrift hauls bags that I purchase. What about, I thought about the little postcard, but what about if we just go airmail at an angle? That would look really cool. Ooh, this. Let's use our map washi. Not that piece. Which piece? Here. I'm going to cut it here. And here. Because airmail goes around the world. I might have used this once. Temu has the best washi tape options in the whole world, and they're not expensive. Super inexpensive, as a matter of fact. All right, I've got mail stickers. Let me find them. Not stickers, stamps. Let me find my, oh my God. What a load of business I have piled right here. Okay. I hope, well, I mean, it's not very nice for me to say I hope you're like this too, because it's kind of ridiculous. But I do. I hope you're ridiculous like me. All right, where are you? Where are you? Here it is. These are more Temu stamps. Yep, we're gonna use those. Let's get this monstrosity out of the way. Good Lord. Did you see this? This is how unorganized I am. And then you just plop it in a pile over on this side of the desk. And then it's out of your way. Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. I don't usually use these. As you can see, most of them have never been used. But we're gonna have fun here. We're gonna get a little ridiculous, I think, with this one, perhaps. We need to definitely pull out some colors. We need red. We're gonna go barn door. And we've got black right here. Let's get some of these other guys out of the way. So, what shall we do? Dare we make the airmail colors? Yes, yes we will. I've done it once before and it works just fine. So let's, why am I doing this on the opposite side? Do this on the side with the lines, nut. Okay. All right. Now, which one is here? Chipped sapphire is bluish, kind of, it's blue, but it's kind of purple too. So here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to ink every other one. And it's going to be easier to see if I do it this way. So I'm going to just go in the corner and go like this. Did I get that guy good? I think I did. Okay, so there's our blue. Now let's get our red. I'm going to do the same thing. In the corner, being very careful. All right, guys, moment of truth. I think it's going to be awesome. Which side do we want it on? I think we want it on this side. Use our lines to get straight, stamp with purpose. Make sure we get every single one of them on there. Whoa, fun! Saying it's fun. All right, totally worked. Good stuff. Okay, let's get some of this other stuff out of the way. Oops, I don't need to toss it that way. All right, what other do we want to use here? How about we definitely need a barcode. How about U.S. airmail service, and registered. We're going to use those for sure. And we're going, oh, I thought I lost my deal. All right, so he's going to go here. Maybe we won't use that. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We'll just have to see. We'll decide. But he's gonna go here. So how about, let's put our barcode on the bottom. Relatively straight. We'll do this in black. Cute. So there's our barcode. Put this on my glue book. And U.S. airmail should go where? Go right here and straight. Was this one? I don't even remember what this said. Oh, U.S. airmail service. How about right here? That is so crooked. We've got lines right here to make sure. I know I've got ink all over my fingers, but who really cares? Not I. This VersaFine Clear is super juicy. I am enjoying it though. It's super rich. I was getting low on my archival black, and I got stays on, and it stinks. I don't know why it drives me so nuts, but it does. I know a lot of people have said it smells like almonds, but I still find it very stinky. First Class Mail down here in the corner in red with some black. I clearly did not clean that very well, but that's all right. It just looks dirty. And we're gonna go registered, also in red. And this is gonna go right here across to these others. How fun. This is a very different look than what we usually do, and I don't think we need the washi tape. I think we just, ooh, wait a minute. Okay, I got you. Just in case, we do not want this to fall off. I almost broke it, so we're just gonna go like this. It is pretty sticky, but we don't want our stuff falling apart. Do I want it in an angle? I should have done that registered a little different, I think. I think I'm going to try to do it kind of straight, since that registered is at an angle. How fun. Love it. All right, and we'll do toppers at the end. So there is another. Now, I pulled this off. I might as well use it. Let's just put it on and we'll let this guide us to where we're going. I'm not a fan of the washi tapes with the paper on the back. Oh, that is really sticky. Okay, I'm a fan of that part of it, but not the paper on the back. It is really good tape, I will say that. Let's just fold that guy over the back. And we will trim. And let's go ahead and add back in some ink. This one will be nice and vintagey. But what stickers are we going to use? How about, oops, come on little tray. I've got these, oh, why did I need to put this back in? There we go. Got some, whoops, well that came out. These are not stickers, these are paper, which is fine. But that's why I have them separated out in their original package, is because they are paper. But these are little stickers. Farm store, that's cool. Ooh, here's green. That's pretty. I have no idea what that says. There's a kind of, I like the green. I don't want anything super big to completely cover up that pretty washi. Although I could move it down a little bit, right? Please note has in it several stains. Guess check. Cabinet maker. We could always go down farther. That's cool, Grimm's Fairy Tales. Oh, that's a tiny pocket. That's not even a sticker. Wonder what I made that for. I probably had a purpose. I like this. Let's go with that. And then we'll do the green on top and maybe one of these other little sticker labels. Let's pick another. Nothing too big. We aren't going to look through them all. We're just going to pick something like this one. I like that one. Okay, let's get these out of the way. And I'm going to trim this white off because I prefer it without. A little bit's fine because we'll be covering that up with ink. But in general, I prefer not to have the white. And I think I'm just going to kind of fold this in half. And I think I'm going to cut it because I really like it and I don't want to waste half of it. So I'm just going to trim it right where I folded, super close. Maybe too close. There we go. I'm gonna pop that right back in the little drawer. Shall we ink in black? No, I'm not gonna ink in black here. We're gonna stick with our scorched. Worked out good, that little piece, because these are really sticky. I don't need to add anything on top of that. Going to attempt, whoa. Well, I attempted to line it up. I won't say I did a great job at it, but that's all right. This is paper, not a sticker, but that's okay too. Let's ink this while I got it in my hand. On these shinier ones, sometimes you have to let it dry for a minute so the ink doesn't come off. Or you can get your fingerprints all over it too. It's not like it's gonna hurt anything. Unless you're a criminal. Don't do a crime and then ink your fingerprints on your art, because you'll get busted. Okay. Oh, I curled the corner. Can we get it back out? There we go. This is fun. I like it. Okay. Let's get this off. That came off nice and easy. And we're going to put him right about there. Lots of cool layers. Now, do we need one specific focal point? Not necessarily. We could just leave it like that. Oh, I didn't even, this is supposed to be a ticket for the Who. So I guess we're not quite in the same time frame. 1974. I didn't even read it. I just looked at the colors, but that's all right. It's still cool. Now, what about the letter? Do we want to put the letter on there? Should the postcard be our focal point? Or is there something else that we want? Let's look. These are a little cutesy for my own personal taste. How about the train? Let's do the train. Yeah, I like the train. I didn't ink around the edges of the airmail one, but I'm gonna on here. Just a little. Some art glitter glue, and you can go right about here. Also so cute. Ta-da! Fun. All right, one more. Let's find some stickers that we haven't used yet. Let's take this giant pile of junk. Not junk, supplies, and get it out of my way. Because I tell you, I got a lot going on over here. We've got paper. Okay, here's some little stickers. We could do let's do a little sticker collage. Let's put these stickers back because I used them in our 15-minute Friday. Let's see, what might we do? I wonder if we could use this. We're just kind of going all over with our, with our style here. Poked myself. Okay, beautiful. We're just gonna pick some out of here because they're absolutely gorgeous. Look at that bird. Oh, Temu's so wonderful for art supplies. How about a bright orange bird? I want 3. Oh, that's an actual photograph. You can tell when I haven't flipped through these well enough because I get so excited about what I see then. Here. Or do we want purple? No. I like the more muted for this because then the birdie can be, oh, I could have done that one too. The bird can be center stage. Do we like that bird or do we want this bird? Which looks nicer? That bird has already been chosen, so that would be kind of a jerk move to be like, sorry bird, changed my mind. Those are cool. All right, stop it. Just do stuff, man. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we keep this one kind of simple and we just go like this and then maybe some stamping. Yeah, let's do it. We don't have to be super intricate with every single thing we do. I think I'm gonna put the bird on the top. Ink my pretty butterflies. Excuse me. Going to go up to here, I think. Well, I set it down, so I am. And you can see through the background a little bit, so that's really cool. They're kind of washy, but they're pretty sticky. Don't think I need to add any extra. Oh, I haven't inked this one yet. And then we pick our toppers. Then we pick our toppers. I don't even know how long we've been going. I'm just having a good old time. Oh no, no. Okay, it's fine. Nobody panic. It's fine. Oh, it was just me. Just me panicking, that's all. So pretty. Now, do we want a little, what if we put a little piece of paper behind him? Not that paper. That would be really not cool. Let's find a piece of paper that would be pretty behind the bird. Here. This might be really pretty. Let's give him just the teeniest bit of a frame. Let's do it this way. Don't be silly. Put it down first, then cut around it. Inking. Sometimes I do things the hard way. Well, a lot of times I do things the hard way. But sometimes the hard way is okay too. This way, if we're crooked, we can just trim it. Or, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't need to get it all the way up to the corner. I've got scissors. Oh, I like that. You can see the little bit of the flowering coming out the back. So that is cool. I like it. eyeballing here. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. But when you're working with straight lines, it does help to get them as straight as you can. Yes, that is going to be lovely. Inking. Stuff stuck to my finger. Come on. Come on, man. Okay. All right. Now, I do think I'm going to use, well, no, I think that I was thinking about pulling out glitter glue, but I think it's still thin enough that this should be just fine. So I am going to use glue stick. And I'm working on getting it kind of centered, but it does cover up more of the things, but that's okay. Let's see. Worry less about center and more about straight. There we go. Now just a little bit of, is that straight? Oh, I don't think it's quite straight. Doesn't matter, we're leaving it. It's fine, it's good enough. Good enough. Now, numbers. We need just a little bit of numbers. Here. Pay attention. Where are your things? They're right here. Tis all okay. We're gonna go dark with our numbers here. I'm gonna go right there. We'll see how they dry on that tape here. There's one, and up here as well. How about, I was gonna grab something else out, but then it's like, you know what? We're down to the wire, not the wire, we're down to the end. We don't need to be getting out a bunch of other stuff. That really doesn't look straight, does it? Oh yeah, if you hold your page at an angle, it's not gonna look straight. It's straight enough. There. We're gonna leave that like that. We're gonna let it dry just a little bit since we stamped over the washing, and we're gonna go to the toppers for the others. So let's make more space. We're going to just push all this stuff out of the way. That's what we do. We shove it to the side and we may or may not clean it up later. Eventually, I just put everything away where it belongs, but it usually takes a while. So what do we got here for our colors? Some greens. Here's what we are toppering. And of course this guy that I'm setting to the side. How about, let's pull out our chiffon, because I think definitely this needs a pretty chiffon. I think, where's the opening? Oh, right here. I think I got green in here. Do I? I do. Light green, dark green. Let's go light green. And let's see. It should be light enough. I'm gonna try to do better this time and just cut long. I think it's thin enough that we can still go through like this. Yes, we surely can. Still a little fumbly. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it has nothing to do with the actual length of the thing here, and it's just me. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Shall we do chiffon on this one too? Or, yeah, why not? Why not? Let's just, no, 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 no. We are going to do chiffon on this one though. And we're going to, let me put this one away first. Oh, the brown. Yes. Let's do the brown. A little longer so we're not fumbly. Gorgeous. I love it so much. This needs something. And that is, ooh, I know what we could do for the other one. How about red check for the airmail? I don't think I've ever even used this. That'll be fun. Let's do that. That works. And next, how about something simple like a clip on this one? I like that with the clip. I don't even mind that the hole is on there. So let's go clip on that one. And we could do the same on this with this older looking one. Different color. These are the mini ones from Temu. I have the Tim Holtz ones too sitting over there. But I think this color would look good on this guy. Yes, I'll take it. I will take it. Okay, guys, not too shabby for sitting down for a bit. Super fun. Let's take a quick closer look at what we've got going on here. So we'll go a little backwards. This fella. A little bit of a travel. Someone took a train to go see the Who. Got our pretty forest fairies. Got our flaming heart here. That could even use a stamp right there, but I'm going to leave it. And our U.S. airmail, which is so fun, something we haven't done before. So, all right, guys, that's what we got going on. Wasn't our 15-minute one, but man, did we have fun. All right, so, hey, if you're having a good time, please do subscribe. It really helps out my channel. Give it a like. And leave me a comment and we can chat. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.